It's 1-1 across the board at the Mattioli Arena as Group 7 begins here today. Ends tomorrow. Then we will know the entire composition of the winners' group scheduled for this very venue here in Leicester on March 12 and 13. Originally, the winners' group was supposed to be played on Friday and Saturday of this week. But of course, with the announcement of the very lucrative and exciting new invitation event in Saudi Arabia, it was quite wise to move the winners' group. And Sean, it's always wise to pot balls like that.
Very nice opening red from Elliot Slessor, particularly having sat out that century from Ronnie in the previous frame. Nice kiss on the brown. Needs to send this cue ball around the table, looking to, you see there with the right hand side on the cue ball, widening its arc into the side cushion nicely on this red now. Would have liked to have been a bit nearer to it, but real stun run through this one for the black. Well, preferring just to stroke it in, his choice. Now this black is always missable cutting it back like this. This one's similar to this in the first frame. Very nearly missed that one as well. Sometimes when you nearly miss one, it can actually just give you that jerk of concentration. You switch up a gear because you very nearly ruined a chance. So maybe he'll go on and make a few here.
40.
For perhaps 95% of shots, when you hit them, Sean, you know full well whether you've potted them or not. But that 5% of uncertainty as the ball's going towards the pocket, especially in important frames and big occasions, it must make the heart skip a beat.
And it's a funny one because you run your routine, you do your sighting and your technique, and you hit the ball well, and sometimes a real basic shot just goes in. You think, how did that happen? What was different there? What did I nearly do wrong there? Elliot's working these reds nicely. I think the one underneath the pink is available as well, but he does have the perfect angle to split these reds should he wish. Playing with backspin, so arcing the cue ball around the red nearest the black, trying to push that to the corner. And he's very, very unlucky there. See that red next to the cue ball? He purposefully towards this corner pocket to not be on it. It's very unfortunate.
He thought he had the gap. You would assume he was correct in that thought, but the red went astray anyway. At least he's played it with a modicum of caution.
Yeah, he has. Ronnie can play this red up to the green pocket. He himself can play it with an element of safety. Leaves the cue ball there. He only leaves this red should he miss it. And that's exactly what's happened. He got that close. It stayed near the pocket. He wasn't leaving much down at this end should it have not gone in. Of course, that's the problem. You never know where that object ball's going to go.
Fun.
Ronnie will be relieved to see this go wrong. Touching ball called by Paul Collier, so he's deemed to have already hit the yellow. Of course, he has to nominate the green, as he has done. Wouldn't want to miss this now with the reds everywhere. Played that nicely. Plain ball across the table for choice of reds. And now if you can just hold on to his concentration for the next few minutes, and tight control of that cue ball is a great chance to retake the lead here at 2-1. And obviously it goes wrong the minute I say that, Phil. You You know, I'm quite new still to this game of commentary, but my commentator's curse is epic.
Well, that's the black that Sean highlighted before he's had problems with, and that was a high tariff shot. The only good thing about now, though, O'Sullivan is banging.
Barring something ridiculous happening here, you'd think Elliot's only saving grace in this frame will be the red that's attached to that right-hand cushion. Ronnie will need it, but it's in a fabulous place to be moved, played on or doubled. So despite trailing by 20 and needing that red,
14.
I think Ronnie favourite here.
50.
Better get in there quickly because this is so rapid. But Jordan Brown has gone 2-1 in front against Joe O'Connor on table 2. What a surprising miss that was.
22.
Yeah, he knew straight away. We were only just talking about that, weren't we? You know, as soon as you strike the cue ball and Ronnie stayed down there, he knew that red was always high. And this is Elliot's third chance.
On a club table, the nap takes it the other way.
5.
That's not the case on these superfine match cloths, of course. I have seen, during the course of this season,
6.
quite a few occasions where a red has gone what we call uphill.
Yeah, it's a funny one because for people who don't know, you know, the table's constructed on 8 legs and there's a frame and then there's 5 pieces of very thick slate bolted together and sanded and shaped and tried to make level and then covered, and the cushions get bolted on. And that design of the billiard table, now snooker table, hasn't really changed for 100 or more years. And of course we're rocking into venues week on week. We get in the night before, all the tables go up, they're constantly settling into the floor and it's very hard to keep them level. It's incredible that that design and that tech hasn't changed, and we haven't come up with a way of keeping tables level yet.
But we have come up with a way of reducing kicks and big bounces. The new town chalk has been a revelation, Sean.
Yeah, it's been a complete game changer, that. As we see Elliot thread the cue ball through the baulk colours perfectly onto this red by the pink. Yeah, to be able to play with confidence now, the run-throughs and the soft, delicate shots, and know you're not going to get a kick, has really changed, you know, most players' lives, I think, in the last few seasons, because it was costing people, you know, matches and opportunities.
So we've arrived at frame ball for Slessor.
25.
Well, I'll tell you what, at that pace, I'm astounded that fell in.
32.
What a smashing shot on the black, though.
40. 40 and
Given his status within the game, Ronnie O'Sullivan is not having things all his own way so far today. He was taken to a decider by Sam Craigie. Now he trails Elliot Slessor 2-1.